this is not a controversial statement. Kevin Stefanski really does hate Shedeur Sanders, and it's very much prevalent. It's very much evident. Shedeur just had one of the best games as a starter could ever have, and was able to pull off a win when it came to the Browns. And you can tell by the clips that I'm about to show you that one, how his teammates reacted, perfectly valid. But him, generational fucking hater, and it's already prevalent.
In the A gap.
They're down at 8. Here comes the pressure. Running away from it is Sanders. He's looking long. He's got a man. Caught at the 10-yard line. Bonds. He's down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Browns. He beat Darnay Holmes for 53 yards.
You see a clip like that from a guy that is running for his life, has 3 defenders. Max Crosby was dead ass inside of his face when he threw this ball too. So let's not even sit here and sleep on Max Crosby. Granted, everybody know the Raiders are not having the best of a great season. However, a win is still a win. And especially with the percentages that he came out with. But as you can see, even on the sidelines, this is what they needed. A nice spark to see how the season was going. And Dylan Gabriel wasn't filling in that gap any way that you think about it. But Shedeur is actually producing. And Shedeur is actually, with only a couple days worth of first team starting reps, was able to do the job and be effective.
Like, earn the opportunity to start things.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that, Chris. Obviously, proud of him and proud of this offense, and there are a ton of things to learn from, but I'm just going to, worry about today.
You see how dismissive that he is towards Shedeur Sanders? You obviously can tell that he is not a very big fan of the Sanders. He's not a very big fan of Shedeur in particular. And that he doesn't want to win. He doesn't want to win. Or you have such a vendetta against someone that you are so blinded by that you won't even give the credit when credit is due. And that doesn't make any sense when you have literal proof that Shedeur Sanders is able to produce and still be a reliable player. You just don't like him for a lot of various reasons that we as the media or we as fans of football will really just never know. These are the type of coaches that ruin young men's careers. This is where a lot of people, when it comes to chemistry between your coaches and you as a player, can really make or break you from loving this game. And he is a prime example of somebody that hates on his own players and is okay with that. That's not cool. Watch this clip that Shedeur takes this humility and actually turns it inside of his favor, and everyone just loves this guy all of a sudden. We've been liking Shedeur Sanders since he's been in college. That's here nor there.
I would say getting thrown into the Ravens game. I say that's what it is. As soon as we got that last drive, I said, oh, yeah, this how they play? Then I was able to get right. It's different when you watch it from the sideline. Like, everybody could analyze, everybody could say everything from sideline. You could watch TV, everything. You could talk on TV, whatever you want to do. But until you get out there and you do it, then it's different. Going out there, with, only practice with the Hungry Dogs and everything, like, that's different. It's a lot of vet quarterbacks, that had their time and everything that were backups and was able to get thrown in the game and be all right. But I don't think that was like that in their rookie year. That's a difference, Like, that's different, and I'm thankful for that experience because that helped me get to where I am today. That helped me go into the game very comfortable, knowing that they got a great defense with the Ravens, knowing the different looks, how they could be confusing to the naked eye. But that's why during the game I was smiling so much because I'm like, oh, yeah, if this what it is, I know I'm going to be able to accept that challenge and move forward one day and be able to have success. So that's the mentality I went with going and prepping for this week. We know they got a dog on the D lineman. We know about Max Crosby. We know about that. But, I fear no man, The only thing I fear is God.
And when you hear a message like that, like how thankful that he is for even getting the opportunity to go out there, it's very commendable. It's very, humiliant of him for him to do that. And it's extremely important that people realize the situation that this man was coming into. Coming in as a 5th round pick inside of the NFL draft, meaning multiple teams passed up on him and multiple people are doubting him or just don't like his father and have already put the blame on him so they could use him as a punching bag and write him off as not a good player, when he has shown himself many, many times in multiple positions and inside of multiple conferences and inside of multiple games that he is capable of leading an offense and actually being able to take over a game by himself. But as far as this NFL shit goes, this shit was some bullshit. For all those teams to pass up on him, including and not limited to the LA Raiders themselves, they definitely have put a target on themselves, because this was someone that the former coach recently came out and was like, hey, if I was still leading as a head coach, he would have went to the Raiders. I call bullshit, but that's here nor there. He might be telling the truth. But as we are seeing in real time, Shedeur Sanders is being a punching bag right now, and it's not fair. If we had an opportunity to literally see him start day one, right, we could have a little bit more of what to say about him as a character and his performance on the field. But we didn't get that opportunity. Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, those guys were already starting over Shedeur. And as you could tell, it really didn't faze him because he knew eventually at some point he was going to play. But it gets to a point, man, that how do you expect for a player to go out there with his coaching staff not liking him, the media using him as a joke, and you have people that are online that talk crazy about him like this guy isn't one of, if not a decent quarterback. Can't say great yet because his career is just now starting. But we can look at the film from his time from college all the way to the time that he is now. And we can definitely make that catalyst and be like, hey, Deion Sanders teached Shedeur the game through and through, and he's able to execute plays. As you saw with the 50-yard pass that he made, he obviously can do it. So what is this narrative that we keep building about Shedeur Sanders? And I don't like it.